All right, shalom everyone. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. I hope you can hear me very well. Feel free to invite your friends. Let's see today what we will learn together about the deal. Trump, as usual, always speak about himself that he is so good, he's so smart. He's the boss. He made it, a victory. Um, we have here a person saying, CP think he know more about what's going on than Trump himself. My friend, Trump is not a Middle Eastern. That's number one. Number two, he have no idea how Muslims think. It's number two. And he is just a businessman, and I'm not. This is number three. So we see things differently for sure. And this is what we will talk about today. It's obvious that they sign a deal, which is not a deal. Like they keep talking about we have a deal, we have a deal. But this is not a deal, and this is not even close to be a deal. Uh, I don't know how many of you did read it, There's nothing really there. I mean, it doesn't even say that the Iranian will give their uranium. So I'm not sure where is the deal and where we can find it. And the more we read, actually, the more we notice that there is things for the benefit of Iran, big deal. Suppose it is 14 points, if we go and try, you can open any website. I mean, all of them the same, because this is published by even Trump himself. But some website, they make it more clear than others. So point number one, to end conflict. That's funny. Except in Lebanon, except with Hezbollah. So Trump, he claimed that he end conflict, but Hezbollah is armed to their teeth. Hezbollah is shooting at Israel. Hezbollah is not mentioned in the deal. There's nothing about Israel actually in the deal. Nothing for Israel. So now what Israel and Hezbollah will do, we will figure out later. So this is number one. It's not true. End conflict. How the conflict is ended if you don't have any deal yet. It's just a stupid, statement. Any connection of Israeli military operation in Lebanon would constitute a violation of understanding. But Israel is not signing the deal. So how that can be part for Israel? So what Trump is doing is forcing Israel to be subdued to something they did not agree upon, and that's supposedly for the benefit of Israel. It's obviously he is not siding with Hezbollah. He is protecting Israel. So any military operation in Lebanon, any, it doesn't matter what. It is a violation. All right? And necessary measure will be taken. What does that mean? Hello, Netanyahu. Listen to me. If you attack Hezbollah, I'm going to wipe the floor with you. Do you understand? I will put sanction on Israel. I will stop sending you any mission and even any weapon. So listen to me carefully. From now on, Hezbollah is a friend and you are an enemy. We continue. A spokesperson for Iranian military and the foreign affairs said on Wednesday, the agreement notes that from now on, neither side will initiate military operation or threaten each other. Yeah, but the Iranians still, they will say death to America and death to Israel. And ensure that the territorial integrity in the Middle East. That's a good one. And the sovereignty of Lebanon. This country is controlled by many countries, including Iran. Uh, when the last time the Lebanese they have a sovereignty? That's a good one. I like it. I like it. Final agreement. What final agreement? What is will lead to permanent termination? All right. Ah, it's unclear how Israel will react to this point. I mean, this Trump is dumb. Point number two, respect for internal affair. So if we kill opposition, if we slaughter them, if we hang them, if we rape them, not your business. We agree. I mean, obviously, Trump, he changed the regime. He changed the regime. The regime is a change. The text of the document read by, let's go. Like this is the point. So this is point. Point number three. An extendable 60-day timeline. So listen carefully. We have 60 days to reach an agreement. However, the 60 days can be 90 days. And if 90 days is not good, we can make them, 120. If 120 is not enough, we can make them, 6 months. If 6 months is not enough, we can make it a year. It's extendable. And this is what I'm going to share with you today. Again, for those who don't like what I say, this is your business. I'm not going to insult you. But maybe you are. And, I will leave this video here. So time will come. And maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Is that good? Usually I don't keep those videos on the channel, right? But I will leave it so we can go back on time and you can remind me if I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I'm serious. I hope I'm wrong. But my experience is, like, in the Middle East, we have a statement: if you put the tail of a dog in a frame to straight it out for 1,000 years, the second you take the frame off, the tail will become tail again, will have the shape of a tail again. You can't straight the tail of the dog. And this is a terrorist state. It is a terrorist state. Nobody can deny that. So if you think you can come to an agreement with terrorist state, Islamic regime who practice taqiyya, that means you are so dumb and so stupid. And here, you remember when Trump, he says, we will open Hormuz in 3 days. Then he make it in a week. And then he make it in 2 weeks. Then he said in next month. Supposed he will open Hormuz by violence, by force. And now, just today, he said, if we don't do that, Hormuz will never open. I mean, this guy said, if we don't do silent deal, Hormuz will never be open. He just said that, which means he's admitting that he is powerless. Iran in control. We cannot ever open Hormuz for you. So the deal was for your benefit. Okay, just take it. So all the time I was saying to you, I can open it. I will open it for sure. What is he called it, Operation what for Hormuz? I forgot. Freedom something. I forgot what he called it. Which is going to open Hormuz in 48 hours. 48 hours. So the 60 days, which is extendable, obviously it's like a very wide rubber, what they call them, those Aztec for your underwear. Very flexible, it fit many sizes. So the 60 days, because he's smart, instead of making it firm that in 60 days if you don't do it, that means obviously you're playing us, because why it's going to take 60 days? We can sit and negotiate and fix it in 10 days. Let us say there's technical team for the uranium, etc. This is engineer business. They can decide what to do in a day. You see, we are talking about the agreement. We're not talking about doing it now, because the agreement is just discussion. Doing it might take some time. It might take 6 months. It might take a year, which means like taking the facility off pieces, moving the uranium. It might take some time. Yeah, but we are talking about just discussion. Like agree to remove uranium, say yes. You don't agree, say no. Until now, they did not agree. There's nothing in this deal. All what they say that Iran will never have. They agree that they will never have nukes, but they didn't agree in signature yet. But to talk about it, all right. Uh, where is the 14 point? I didn't see 14 point yet. Maybe there, down there. Yeah, and the Strait of Hormuz, today they confirm that Iran is going to charge in Hormuz fees for sure. The only the 60 days they will not charge. So Trump not only he is going to make them rich, he gave them the power over Hormuz. You see, all these years, for thousands of years, this water, let us say highway, is open and free. Iran did not make money from it. But now Trump, who changed the regime, he agree. And actually today, Judy Vance, Her Majesty, she confirmed, yes, only for 60 days going to be free. After 60 days, Iran is going to make money from Hormuz. And they claim that there's many countries do that, which is not true. The countries who make money from such a thing is those who they are having, like, uh, to say street, which is man-made, is not natural. Nobody make money from those. Like Panama, because it's made by man. Same in the Suez in Egypt, made by man. It's not natural. This is why they charge money for it. But this one, never. It should not be. So the stupid Trump, he claimed that he made a victory, and now Iran officially is going to be locking up the gate. Anyone want to go through, he have to call them first, he have to pay them first, and then he can go. Officially. Approved by America. Very smart Trump. We continue. Point number 6. Money for Iran reconstruction. Now, according to G.D. Vance, or Judy, she said that a $300 billion, not a penny, will come from USA. Okay, hold on, I don't know who is stupid and who's smart here. How you can promise $300 billion and they are not yours? From where they will come? I mean, who is stupid here? If it's not my money, how I can promise them $300 billion and why? I mean, who is the loser, who is the winner here? We remember when Ukraine, they took the money and they did not take it, by stealing it. It was the government who gave it to them. Trump, he made big noise and he forced them to sign. He kept talking about the stupid Joe Biden. He gave money to Ukraine, blah, 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 blah. And by the way, they gave them zero money because they tell them we give you 50 million and they force them to buy with the 50 million weapon from USA. Which means the money stay in USA. We give them shells. They did not take money to their pocket. And now we are giving exactly the same amount to Iran, claiming that this is not American money. It's money of who? Who is the one when I give Iran $300 billion? Germany? Tell us who. He said, or some they say, that possibly this is investment from the Gulf states. Give me a break. The Saudi and Emirat, who the Iranian, they shell them, they try to destroy their manufacturers, their refineries. They will give them $300 billion. Who is the stupid here? So obviously, Trump is empowering the regime, making it great again, because imagine how much, I mean, we're talking about 300 billion, you know? Uh, Another way, we are going to rebuild everything and make it even better because it's going to be new. They can import all technology. There's no sanctions no more. They are going to get really, really, really party time. So this is point number 6. Point number 7, sanctions to end. And this is the deal here. All the sanctions will be lifted. Iran can buy all kind of technology. And Iran with sanctions was able to build what they built. Iran without sanctions, what they will become. Trump is so smart. Including, listen, US will terminate all economic sanctions against Iran, including those included in the UN Security Council resolution. And what is those who they are implemented is to forbid Iran from reaching any technology can be used for weapon making, long range missiles, ballistic missiles, whatever, any technology. But those are the most sensitive. So all of those will drop. Okay, now number 8. Nuclear weapon, no new nuclear weapon. And here, this is a stupid deal here, by the way. Iran has agreed to not procure or develop nuclear weapon. I like that. They agreed. That's what they agreed. Okay. Both sides have agreed to deal with the enriched uranium Tehran already has. What does that mean? Deal with it? What does that mean? Oh boy. So they did not even say what does that mean, how to deal with it. Did they agree to ship it out? You know? Did they agree to give it to USA? Trump has said that this is preventing Iran from having a nuclear weapon was 99%. You know those those detergent you buy from the or you see in the commercial? They say to you, this detergent kill 99.9% of the bacteria. But the one we did not kill is the one who will kill you. Brother, 99%. I mean, are you with me? This is 99%. What do you want more? There's 1% left. But this is the one, this is the one who, like, this is the AIDS one. This deal will kill all the bacteria. But there's only one bacteria we cannot kill, sorry. And obviously, this is the one will kill you. This is the one will destroy you. It's just a stupid statement claiming victory. Point number 9. Status quo. What does that mean? The following two parties in agreement specify that US and Iran agree to status quo of its nuclear program. In meantime, until enriched uranium can be dealt with. Anyone understand what is that? It's just a stupid talk. There's nothing really serious. Point 11, frozen fund. This point has been blah, 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 blah. Iran had, okay, and then the 11 point document notes that US undertake to make fully available frozen restricted fund. So Iranian, Trump, he keeps saying to us, Obama give them their money, Obama give them a lot of money, Obama. Now he will give them all the money they have. Point number 12, 14, monitoring and final negotiating. It's just a stupid conversation. But let us go now to why all of this happened. Trump the dump, under the pressure of J.D. Vance and many around him, especially Qatar. Qatar have a big influence in this game. This guy, he worked for Qatar. Qatar and Saudi Arabia and the rest, they were afraid that if USA continue, the Iranian is still powerful. In fact, they discover that 70% of their, missiles are still there. They keep saying to you, we destroy all their missiles, we destroy their army, we destroy. It turned to be 70% still safe. And that made Trump think again For how long we can go with them? And this is what is the issue is about. In a few months from now, we have election in USA. If the price of oil keep climbing, and is going to be if you attack Iran, if you continue, I mean, then the price of the gallon will be $7, $8. Especially, they are not able to, let us say, obviously they are not ready for this war. They don't have a good plan for it. What happened to them is the same as the stupid Putin. He said, "I'm going to attack Ukraine and I will make an operation." It's not a war; it's an operation. You remember? So we attack Ukraine in 48 hours, and maximum 3 days we in the capital. The 48 hours became 4 years. Trump, he came to war and he don't even have enough ammunition. It's a fact. It's confirmed that USA don't have enough supply. Not only that, they did not measure all, actually they have outdated even data to the point they bomb a school full of girls. Imagine we have a CIA and we have the most high-tech technology in the world, yet we are depending in our attack on images taken 10 years ago by satellite. Who in the world believes such a garbage? It's true. You notice that the Israeli, they did not miss a single target. And it's obviously that the Israeli and the American, they are not sharing target together. They just divided the job. The Israeli says, we will hit this. Tell us what you will hit. So the American data, all of it is outdated. It's stupid. And this is why it did not really succeed. This is why actually we saw many airplanes, they collapse. Our pilot is not even trained very well. The Israeli army or Air Force, they are using same airplane. In fact, they bought it from us, but they did not lose one single airplane. So the pilot are not qualified. The technicians are not qualified. Some airplane they collapse actually by just technician failure. You know, we don't have enough ammunition. They were expecting the war to be for like 2 weeks and over. That's it. It just obviously it's just a stupid preparation for this war. And on top of that, uh, they use weapon which is useless. Imagine with all this propaganda of destroying them, it turned to be they destroy only the entrance of those places where they store their missiles. The missiles themselves are safe. Not a single bomb was able to go down and destroy them. So what they hit? They hit the entrance so nobody can get in and nobody can get out. And within 2 weeks, actually, Iranian, they were able to rehabilitate all those entrants and they are ready to use again. In less than 2 weeks. Remember when they have ceasefire? So suppose 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks became a month, etc. So everything Trump he said about victory and we destroy the regime is absolutely not true. And this agreement actually, it was a way to save the ass of a Trump from, let us say, a hole. He didn't know what to do. The gas price is increasing. Inflation is 4.2. He have the FIFA game is and already started. He have election coming in a few months. So what we would do, we have to kiss the ass of the Iranian and ask them to sign a deal. And this day will make us look like we are victorious because simply Iran agreed to give up their nuclear. At least, like in public, they are saying so. Actually, they did not say so, by the way. I mean, the deal we are presenting to the public in the propaganda, they are agreeing on such a thing. But nothing will happen, and nothing happened yet, right? It's just talk. So I will look in front of my people that I brought the fox from his tail. I made them subdue to me, which is, by the way, it's correct because Iran agreeing on this deal is an act of humility. They got really forced to. There's no way Iranian even will sign this memorandum unless they have to. But the Iranians are smart. This have to still have a lot of benefit for them. So now Trump already today he lifted all the blockade in Hormuz. So Iranian ships now they start selling oil again, and Iranian they can receive all kind of ships again, including weapon, anything, whatever they want. There's no inspection, there's nothing. The blockade is totally open, as if they have a real deal yet, which is very stupid of Trump. Shouldn't you inspect those ships are coming? Okay, you open the ships for them. Check if it's for oil. Check it's for medicine. Check it's for not for weapon. No, everything is lifted. Ships they can go free as they wish. So now Iran starting making money from today. And Iran, if they have money, they have no problem. No America, nobody can take them down. Because the whole point is that you suffocate the regime. They cannot pay salary for their employees. They cannot. The government cannot function. Running electricity need money, not only gas and oil. You need to pay people salary. You have to buy machines to fix and repair. You have to do maintenance. The whole country. I mean, countries, especially a country run by government, like in USA, most of let us say essential stuff is not running by government. In fact, government run nothing. Maybe the post office and the army and a police agency, etc. But the rest is run by private companies. So in America, the power companies are private. Government do nothing really. I mean, it's not the country run by itself. Let us say, because the private sector is in control of everything. Even prisons in USA is run by private sector. Imagine. Even jail. You go to jail, there's a company. The jail is run by a company, not by government. So in Iran, everything run by government, and you have to pay salary, and they were suffocated because of the blockade. So Trump he made a blockade on them, as we know here, in this area. That was a very powerful decision to do. However, Iranian now they solved the problem. They told Trump, "We will do what you want, but we will negotiate." And this is where the game will be. And my assumption, and I hope I'm wrong, I will leave this video here. My assumption that now Iran, they are going to import and export as much as they can. It's like someone is so hungry to drink, and finally the water is coming. So they will try to do business and sell oil and sell whatever mineral they have to countries around the world, including China, India. They are going to store money. Let us say they are preparing for the coming war. All right? So this agreement for Iran, the way I see it, is a smart taqiyya. You know what taqiyya, right? Taqiyya is that a Muslim, he can lie to you, he can say to you friendly things, but in his heart, it's not like this. All right? This is a very well-known practice Muslims are encouraged to do. And the Shia, they believe, the one who don't have taqiyya, he have no faith. Taqiyya is lying. And Ali, he said to the Shia, lying is a shield of faith. All right? So, even to your friends, I mean, you can practice taqiyya even with your wife or with your husband for the Muslims. How about your enemy? With your enemy, it's a must. So you speak to them in a friendly way. A Shia Muslim or a Sunni Muslim, he is not allowed to be sincere with you if you are a Christian or a Jew. You cannot honor them. If you honor them and you are sincere, then this one who do such a thing, he take them as a friend and he is sincere to be a friend to the non-Muslims. He has no connection with Allah. He has no honor, mercy, or protection, which means you became an apostate. If you are really sincere to take non-Muslims as friends. So do you think Iran is taking you sincerely as a friend that said they will sign peace deal? No. They are practicing taqiyya until they have enough food, supply, weapon, blah, 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 blah. And then Trump will be screwed. He will find himself, now, right now he's presenting himself that he is successful, right? Trump is trying to pass the election. And I believe, let us see if I'm wrong. I'm just thinking about it. I think Iran is going to give Trump a screwdriver right before the election. Anyone knows why? Why I'm guessing that Iran will give him a screwdriver? Someone need to teach Trump, Jaugan, about taqiyya. Trump is a fool, you know. Trump just give him. Trump is like you have a cat and you put a rope in the front of her. You know, by nature she is a hunter. You know, but Trump is a money hunter. Is not the rope hunter. You know, the rope we are talking about is the money. Trump he see money. The whole world for him is money. Him and his family. They are greedy. They are slaves of money. They are not really human like us. They are any human money worshippers, which means material is in their blood. It's proven. There's no question about it. I mean, look at their kids. All the billions they have, all the richness they have, they are going to buy everything everywhere. Everything everywhere. Even Albania, they are trying to buy the country. They will never have enough money. They are poor. And there is something about poor. A poor person is not someone who is not rich. A poor person who have a poor heart and poor mind to the point whatever he have, still he have nothing. He always think he is poor. You know what I mean? That is the real poor person. A poor person can be a person who have living maybe in the Philippines in a slum, but he is happy with his family. This person is not poor. The real poor is those rich people who they are beast. They want to swallow everything. They own billions. We want to have a trillion. We have a trillion. We want to have 10 trillion. We have 10 trillion. We want to own the world. They will never stop because they are slaves of money. So uh, uh, Trump, he always, actually, how many times he says we want to take their oil? You know, like even when he went to Venezuela, he's talking about taking their oil. He see money. He didn't see we will like free the country from the communists. No, no. For him, we want to take their oil. Like with no shame, he say it right away. Like we want to take their oil. And they did right away. We took Maduro. Right away, American company. They signed all kind of agreement with Venezuela, all inclusive to America. No other foreign country. Nobody can get in. American only. You know. So now all the oil of Venezuela is owned. Let us say the business. I mean, to refinery, etc. It's controlled by American companies. Which in the beginning, by the way, it was built by American companies too. So it's their right to take back what they lost. But the point I'm trying to say to you, this guy he don't think about object in objective of freedom and democracy. No, all his friends are wicked dictators. Like which one is his friend? The most close friend to him is Erdogan. He prays Erdogan all the time. We know Erdogan who's he. Who is the friend of Trump? Qatar. We know who is I mean, this Qatar, he put his father, he put his father in jail. Imagine you are the ruler of Qatar, you go vacation, you come back, your son put you in jail. Until now, he's in jail. Can you believe it? They are criminals even to their family, wicked. So the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, I mean, the guy, he will chop you pieces if you speak against him. According to Trump, he's fantastic. The new friend of Trump is the leader of Al Qaeda in Syria. He's wonderful. He's amazing. He's amazing, amazing. I mean, if you don't believe me, go say, you can search right now. Trump, he said the president of Syria, which is Al Qaeda, amazing. He's very strong. Anyway, so it's not they don't have the ethic about like freedom, democracy, freedom of religion. Who care, Trump? Why Trump don't say, okay, well, at least give a freedom to a Christian minority to worship? No, 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 no. What if somebody convert out of Islam? We kill him. Actually, in the agreement, it says we will not intervene with any internal affair, which means the American, they will not even make a human rights report against Iran from now on. Because when you make a human rights report against a country, you are intervene even by just publishing the paper. Even you are doing nothing against it, just by publishing, you are intervening. So Trump, for him, he wanna make the gas price go down fast, and that will happen for sure, because Iran sanctions will be lifted so fast already. Actually, their oil is out, and already the price of the barrel, I think, is 73. I guess by tomorrow or the day after is going to be maybe 65. Go back to normal. Even actually, it's going to go lower. I believe it's going to go lower than before, because the Iranian, they will try to supply the market with way more, because they don't know what will happen tomorrow. To make it simple, I allow them to open their store to sell. But what if I close the store for them tomorrow? So they will do their best to flood the market with oil, to sell as much as they can, so they can have deposit in their at home. So in case the war came back, and most likely it is, because the Iranian, I don't think they will give anything. The Iranian will do everything to extend the negotiation, hoping that tomorrow will bring something different. Uh, Trump, for we know Trump is going to be here temporarily. I mean, the guy already is getting old, sleeping at the table like Joe Biden. So we don't know even he will live next year. You can tell his face is changing. I mean, he's over 80. It's not easy. Uh, he looked tired. He don't look not the same as he was even 6 months ago. So the Iranian, they are hoping for something to change, and the change, it might happen. Who knows? If J.D. Vance became a president, J.D. Vance will never go to war. Never, never. J.D. Vance, obviously, he hates Israel. There's no question about it. And he is immature person. He's very immature. But he is expert with the Chinese food. I mean, the Indian food, sorry. And he think he is the smartest. He know everything, and that's it. And he is attacking Israel. Why is attacking Israel? Because Israeli did not agree with the deal. And here you see there is something missing in this stupidity of this team. If we go with a country into a war, shouldn't we both of us negotiate the end of the war together? Isn't it what have done by countries who respect themselves? So we take them with us, we drag them into war, they go with us, they risk their country, Iran shelled them by rain of missiles. I don't know how many people died from Israel during that time. And now, when we decide to stop the war, we don't even ask the Israeli if they like it or not. What kind of a friendship this friendship is? So we go to war together, but when we finish, we decide for you. You have no right to decide. And he is complaining why the Israeli are freaking out, because simply you betrayed them. You are a piece of garbage who betrayed him. I never heard that two friends, they go for a war together, and then one of them, he says, I will sign a deal, and then you cannot shoot. You can't even defend yourself. Trump, he did not even force Iran to sign anything until now about Israel. Like, you will not attack Israel. Do you promise not to do that? No. There's nothing. In the whole 16 point or 14 point we saw, there's nothing about Israel. It just says Israel have to stop any action. Israel have to stop. So it's obvious that the team of a Trump is full of people who hate Israel to the bones. It's clear that Trump team is anti-Israel. And I believe too, there's an influence of this guy, Zakir Carson, and Cow Dance, and all the garbage you see, you know. It's not just, those are close to Trump. There's many who they are so-called conservative. In fact, they are Muslim propaganda machines. Qatar pushing on Israel. Qatar hate Israel. We know that. There's no question about it. In fact, the real enemy in this whole war is Qatar. They are the one who fund Hamas. They are the one who give them the training. They are the one who open camps for them. They are the one who host them if somebody want to run. They are the one who give them diplomatic passport. They are the one who give them immunity. Qatar is the biggest snake. It is Qatar. And we know from the first day, Qatar offered Trump $400 million airplane. And right now he's riding it. Isn't it shameful to say that the president of my country, he cannot afford to have an airplane? I mean, imagine the guy, he has his own airplane, right? Why he accept? Why Qatar wanna buy us? Like, this is America. $400 million is nothing. America, this not Somalia. Why in the world he accept? So they started their influence from the first day, even before he became president. And now the influence of decision and everything he want to do. They are the one who is making deals, not Trump. Uh, anyway, I believe that the Iranian, they are not truthful in this negotiation. And in by the end of the year, I want you all to come and remind me. Either you tell me, CP, you were so wrong. You can tell me you're stupid too. I don't know. That's up to you. Or you will tell me you were right. I believe strongly that the Iranian, they are going now to produce oil as never before, ever. And it's obvious that Trump, he did not hit any oil supply for that purpose. You see, remember when I said to you, why in the world they don't hit their power supplies, which is going to stop everything? Because obviously they want Iran to sell oil as soon as we stop. So the fuel price will go down so fast. I will look good in front of the American when they go to election. Say, see, the price of oil is not even $2 now. Actually, I'm expecting the oil even to go lower than what it was before the war. Not only will go down, it's going to go lower. Because now we left sanctions on Iran. I mean, we have sanctions on them and their oil. They are saying oil before, but secretly and limited amount. Because it have to be like by doing tricks. But now the sanctions are lifted, so the oil production will be very big. I'm assuming it's going to be the maximum. So Iranian, they can have a lot of money in their pocket in case things go wrong. And I believe it's going to go wrong. Iranian, I don't believe really that this Iranian regime will agree to give their uranium. They will agree the dream they worked for 30, 40 years. All the investment, all the pressure, all the sanctions, and they give it now? Who in the world want to believe that? In fact, if this has happened, I will say Trump, he was really successful, at least in this field. He made them give the uranium. And what they are talking about too, that they want Iran to take down the facility which can reach uranium. I don't believe that, you know, because Iran knew very well that Trump will be in the office for 3 years. And whoever come after Trump, he will never go to war with Iran. They don't. War, especially now, they learn that their war is shish kebab. You see, many of those so-called superpower, they discover today that they are not really superpower. They are superpower maybe by nuke. Like, yes, USA can nuke Iran, finish the whole country in 5 minutes. But in traditional war, America proved a big failure, massive failure. The regime did not collapse. They did not really destroy all the weapon they have. Trump, he keeps saying that we took all their airplane. Their airplane is flying. We took down all their air force and air, etc. They shoot our airplane. How you say to us their air defense is demolished? And then they are shooting our planes down. Remember how many times he said, we destroy their air force. So this deal, so-called deal, is a very great opportunity for Iran to prepare themselves for the coming war. They will buy all what they need. Sanctions will be lifted. Their banking system will be free. They will receive even their fund. Now, Trump, he might say, I will not give you the money back unless you give me the uranium first. But I don't think even they will need it. You see, we are holding about $12 billion only. Who cares? It's not a big deal. They will charge fees in Hormuz. They will make this billions in a few weeks. They do not need you to give them the money. And Iran have a lot of minerals, not only oil. There's many things they can sell. So the Iranian, they will work hard to sell as much they can. They will store as much money and supply they can, and they will be ready for the coming war as much as they can. And I think they will screw Trump before the election. And I will tell you why. Anyone knows why? Why they will go to trouble to Trump when the election will be in October? October, right? Okay. So let us see if this will be finished before October. I mean, they are talking about 60 days. Okay, extend 2 weeks. I mean, we have we have a few months before October, right? But you will see October will come, and still the deal is not done. And I will not be surprised if Iran, before the election, they say we are not going to agree with you. We withdraw from the deal. And do you know what that will do? Do you know what November, sorry. Do you know what that will do to Trump? If Iranian they withdraw, thank you, Mister. God bless you. If they withdraw from the deal, the election of Trump will be screwed. Because then the Democrat will use it as a big failure. He took us to war. He made himself victorious. He forced Iran to accept. He blah, 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 and here we go. All of this, it was a bunch of talk. He made the Iranian rich. He made the regime rich. They have now weapons. They have money. They are selling their oil. He left sanctions, and he got nothing. Right? So they will screw him before the election happen again. They will. You will see. Again, I hope I'm wrong. Somebody's saying, so do you want the war to continue? I don't want the war to continue. I want the regime to collapse. Why we go to war if we accomplish nothing? What was the point of this war anyway? To reach Iran, the regime? To make them open to the world? To make them, to lift the sanctions? Actually, if we did not go to war, it was better. Isn't it Trump? He said to us 3-4 months ago, like last year, that we destroyed their, the 12 days war. This year, actually, 12 days war. He said we destroyed their uranium. They cannot get it. It is buried. Nobody can touch it. Right? You remember? He made a big drama about sending the B-2, blah, 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 Our airplane are amazing. They go there, psh, it's gone. 4 airplane. We finish shish kebab. That's it, it's gone. They cannot, we take them back many years. Few months after he came, he says they are going to make a nuke in a week from now. Do you remember? Or we are suffering from Alzheimer. Few months ago, he told us that he destroyed them. And now he's saying to us, he will destroy them again. And they are buried. They are not, they are, yeah, they closed the entrance. They can open the entrance in a week. Nothing happened. And even if Iran agreed to give their uranium, they will not give it to USA. They will give it to the Chinese or the Russian. They give it with the right hand. They send it to them by back in the left hand. They send it out with the camera and video. They bring it back secretly. Uh, as long as you have such a regime, nothing change. They have a dream. They will never. Actually, now it's more ugly. Like imagine now the supreme leader of Iran. We killed his father and his sister and his niece. We killed half of the family. Do you think those people ever will forget, or this man will forget? And he is now the supreme leader. If he, for me, I don't believe he's alive, by the way, but they claim he's alive. Trump, he claimed that he is the one who signed, the deal. Like he is the one who approved it. So if this guy is still alive, it's a disaster. Those Shia, they are very well known with revenge. It's not going to be over like this. You killed his father, his sister, his brother-in-law, his niece. And I don't know how many people of the family, they got like lost their arms, legs, we don't know. This guy, we don't know what, how many, we don't know what happened to him. But obviously, he is not in a good shape. Maybe he lost some nose, or we don't know. So do you think really that having a peace deal with this guy is going to be peaceful future? That is really stupid. They will seek revenge. They will never forget. Nobody will. Imagine you kill my father and my niece and my sister, and today I'm going to sign a deal with you. And now the stupid you believe that we are in love, and it's over. What if this guy, he attack at America, the same scenario happened, and Trump, he lose his daughter Ivanka, and he lose his niece, and he lose his son-in-law, and he lose this, what his name, Kushner, whatever, and you think Trump, he would sign a deal? How much anger you will have in your heart? How much hatred? So they're ignoring very, very important fact that there's a blood here, not just money, and whatever blood involved, hatred is supreme. You know what I mean? With the blood, the hatred will be supreme, will not be limited. Uh, so my prediction is very simple. The Iranian, they are going to play the game of negotiating until the election day. They will give Trump some screwdrivers. So they hoping that his Congress will not be controlled by him. Senators will not be controlled by him. They will increase the price of oil by making trouble. They will cause some trouble before the election to screw all his promises, and then Democrat they used against him. It was a failure. His war did not succeed. He promised us that everything is fine. So a month will go, 2 months will go, 3 months will go, 4 months will go, and nothing will happen. Now again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but we will find out. You know what I mean? We will find out. But I don't think so, because those people, they are very well known that they like to play. I mean, Trump himself, he says we are negotiating with them for the last 40 years, 40 something years. They knew what they are doing. They will play you again and again. And you notice that this memorandum, it takes too much time to discuss point. So how long time is going to take to discuss the real thing? And then how long is going to take to do the real thing? So it's obvious for me they are playing Trump. Trump, he think he is smart. This guy, the idiot GD, I don't like this guy. I never liked him. He is the kind make you feel that he is a supremacist. He think he is his opinion only count and the rest is stupid. He went to Europe teaching them how to run their countries. I agree that Europe is messed up, but if you listen how he was talking to them, I mean, if I am European, I will drag him from his tail and kick his ass, kick him out. Seriously. Imagine somebody coming to your house. It's so rude, so wicked, which means showing me he is immature. The same he did with the Ukrainian president, if you remember. He kicked him out. Literally, they kicked him out from the White House. And then a few months after they start kissing the Ukrainian ass, we want your drones. During the war with Iran, the Americans do not know what to do with the Iranian drone. They asked Zelensky, please help. Can you believe it, how stupid they are? So a few months ago, you kick him out because they are poor and he is nobody. Why you are not wearing a suit, huh? The ruling family of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Emirat, they come wearing flip-flap. They don't dare to ask them, what are you wearing? Flip-flap coming to meet me? Very immature person, stupid people, and this war was a disaster. And I believe Israel made the biggest mistake in their history to line up with the Trump. Netanyahu, he thought Trump is an opportunity. Qatar, they saw Trump as an opportunity. But Qatar paid money for the opportunity. Israel did not pay any penny. And we know that if you want to have this opportunity, so-called Trump, then you have to pay him. Nothing is for free for Trump. Did you build a tower? Did you allow him to give him the land to build the tower for his kids? No, Qatar did. Did you invite him to invest and give him, like, they say to you that they are building in Saudi Arabia, and like in a contract, no, we know it's a bribe. You see, they evaluate a project. Let us say this thing will cost $1 billion to build. All right. So we will make the Trump organization win the contract, and we will evaluate the cost, which we have to pay them $3 billion. So the Trump family, they will spend $1 billion, but they will make $3 billion, which is way more than the contract. So it's a legal, legal bribe. Like, imagine Qatar, they could not find a building to rent in New York except the son-in-law of a Trump. And Trump, he himself, he went in the White House, he said, Qatar, they are supporting terrorism in a high level. 2 weeks after, they rent the building from his son-in-law. His son-in-law, suddenly he became a minister. He is the one who negotiates around the world. All of this will lead into bribes. But those people, they are international businessmen. They are like octopus. They have companies everywhere. I don't know how many of you saw how the wicked son-in-law of I don't like this man. Going all the way to Albania. And they bought as like a protected land owned by the government to make it a resort, have 1,000 unit. No, hold on, how many thousand? You can check to be sure. It's more than 1,000 something. All right. They have business everywhere, and the kids of a Trump business is flourishing around the world. Anyone wants something from Trump, you have to give a business to his sons, his daughters. You give them money, but legal, brother, it's legal. It's all legal, right? Right? Everything is legal. What they have to do with Albania? They never have enough. They want to buy in Albania. They go to any pretty land in Europe, and they want to purchase and build a resort. And you can tell that those resorts are part of a bribe. Why the governor of Albania is so much in defense, or the prime minister, whatever he is, in this project, and how you can sell your land, a massive island, to foreigners, and why those people even need it. I mean, don't they have enough money? No. So understanding what's happening, everybody knows that Trump and his family are a money bag. They see the world through money. They don't see it with different eyes. It's all about money. People, you like them, you don't like them, who care? Our father, now the president. The whole world need us. You want something from the White House, you need to call my daughter, call my son-in-law, call my son. It's all about money and business. You wonder sometime when this family will have enough money. When they want to scam you with gold, they say buy gold. They make you buy gold, then they sell it so they can make profit, and then they tell you don't buy gold. They scare you about Bitcoin, and then they buy Bitcoin, and then they sign Bitcoins, so Bitcoin price goes so high, and then they sell, they make profit. And the funny, they say to you, Nancy Pelosi, like as if he's better. But anyway, we know them, right? Nothing new. But what makes us more upset, that those people, they are involving in something very, very bad, arming the enemy. The Islamic Republic of Iran right now is going to enjoy a very good time. Wealth is going to come from everywhere. Sanctions will be lifted. Technology they will buy. The drones will be more high technology. They are even will be able to hire scientists from around the world. Yeah, because there's no sanctions. Trump is temporarily here for 3 years. After Trump goes, do you think anyone, any American president will care really to go to war? No. Trump, he did what he did because he have, let us say, a dream of more money. He want to make deal with the Iranian so he can take their oil. So we will lift sanctions. You see, they are talking about the $300 billion investment. I will tell you what those are. Those are going to be the friends of Trump. They will make Iran agree to invest in Iran so they can suck the oil and make good profit. So we tell them we are going to help you to rebuild, but you have to sign deal with American companies, our friends, all right? And we own big shares in this company. We will buy shares from this company. Nothing for free. They will not help Iran for free, and Iran will not help them for free anyway. But at the end of the day, it's just all about business. Nothing but money. It's not about Iran will never have nuclear. Iran is going to have a nuclear. You will see. I mean, everybody have nuclear. They don't even need to make it in Iran. They can buy it. Don't you think North Korea will send them a nuke for $2 million? They will. Do you even need to make it in your country now these days? Don't you think Putin will say it to them? Pakistan, I believe Saudi Arabia already have nuke. Don't you think Pakistan will say it to them for $1 million? Hey, come on. So how come they don't agree from Pakistan making having nukes? Which one is more dangerous actually? Pakistan are very hateful country. This is the country of terrorism. So it's very obvious that they are not serious in what they are talking about, and the negotiation they are going to play in front of us is just to make us believe there's an accomplishment. The Iranian, they are going to play Trump because he's dumb, and already they got the benefit before anything. U.S. end the blockade of Iran. Warrant to return to war if Tehran does not fulfill the deal. So come back to war. In 6-7 months from now, we will be loaded in our storage with food and money and supply and machines. And now they learn from this war how to prepare for the coming war, because now they learn about what American army can accomplish, how bad they can hit, and how safe it is. Like now they will notice how far American bomb they can go down in the ground. They learn from this war. This war was a good, you know, teaching lesson to the Iranian. The second war is going to be more difficult because now they tested all their weapon with them except nukes, right? So the Iranian, the coming war is going to be way more difficult, and now they have the money. They will have all the money, and they will be ready for it. And I don't think Iranian will give anything to Trump except a finger. You know what I mean? They will give him a finger. Now, I will leave this video here. Remind me by the election time. Remind me in November. Tell me, hey, CP, you see, they give their uranium. I guarantee you, November will come, and American did not get the uranium. Me, myself, I don't believe the Iranian will ever give the uranium. They will not. I believe, too, that now maybe they are working to make their nukes. Because obviously we destroy nothing. Right? By making this deal now, America cannot attack them, right? They can continue. If a Trump, he said, they are 1 week away from making their nukes. And now we are signing for ceasefire for 60 days. Actually, we're not ceasefire. We ended, that's it. The war is ended. And we signed already more than 60 days pass of ceasefire. So what is the guarantee that Iran will not have nukes before you finish with them? So I think they are playing him. They are being smart. In fact, I told you from the beginning, I am really surprised that Iran did not agree with this Trump deal, because it's for their benefit. Because all what they need to do Just say yes, but I never do it. And keep negotiation. Make any excuse about anything. Tomorrow and the day after and the week after and a month after, a year after, and nothing happened. Trump will go, next president, bye-bye. But we will see. The coming election, the Iranian, they will give Trump a screwdriver. They will cause a trouble specifically before the election. They will make themselves withdrawing from the agreement. Trump will be in trouble in front of people in the election day because his biggest propaganda now is going to be marketing. I took the uranium from Iran. But the election will come and there is no uranium is taken off. The election will come and the Iranian, they will start saying we are out. Election come, Trump will start threatening them. Price of oil and gas will increase. Iran might even close Hormuz and say anyone want to enter have to pay $2 million for every ship. In fact, they will do it after 60 days from now, according to the agreement. It's up to them to decide how much fees. It's up to Iran how much. It might be 3 million. It might be 5. And I believe this is why the Emirati and those countries already they are developing their own lines for oil to bypass Hormuz. So the Emirati they are taking line all the way to this area, which is part of Emirat, and they can sell their oil from this area without going uh, into Hormuz. Yeah, there's no need for Hormuz. Yeah, they can pass it. And I believe that Saudi already, they are building a massive line to go all the way from, Dhahran and those areas, all the way to Yanbu. So they will not need, in fact, right now, most of their oil is going there, going all the way to Europe. So Saudi Arabia, they are preparing for what is coming because it's obviously that the Iranian, they won Hormuz. Americans surrender Hormuz to them, you know. Hormuz was always free for thousands of years. By the help of Trump, Iran have Hormuz now, totally controlled, licensed. It's going to be even part of an agreement between USA and Iran. And even if the agreement did not work, but Iran from now on they will not accept. They say to themselves, if the American themselves, they never said no. Who's going to stop us? Like there's only one country maybe they will stop us. They will not charge the Chinese. They will not charge the Russian. They will not charge the scary countries. But all other countries who want to go by, they have to pay them. This is how smart Trump is. Yeah, and now actually, all of this actually, it is to prepare for a war against Israel. Saudi Arabia, they are going to run a train. Not only that, actually, not only train. Saudi Arabia will run a train all the way through Jordan, through Syria, through Turkey. All right, but Qatar. Do you remember before I told you the war in Syria happened because of one thing? The regime of Syria, if he agree to let the pipe of Qatar to go all the way through Syria to Turkey, the regime will not change. But the stupid, the Assad regime, he was just a puppy for Putin, because the whole point of this pipe coming from Qatar, going all the way to Syria and then to Turkey, is to kill the oil industry in Russia and Qatar control the oil industry in Europe. Now, Syria is under Al Qaeda, the new president is Al Qaeda, and now this pipeline will run all the way through Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Syria, to Turkey, and then they will send it to Europe. And this is to compete with the pipeline which is sent from Israel through Cyprus through Europe. It's just to kill two birds in one time, the Israeli and the Russian. All right. But for me, I believe this will not happen because those countries full of terrorism. Any group get angry from you, they can destroy the pipeline. So European, if they think they can take this supply guaranteed, this is stupid. Because simply, actually, just a few days ago, a group of whom we do not know, they cut the cable, internet cable between Syria and Egypt, the sea cable. And then all the business in the internet is stopped. This is how easy, if somebody wanna do something, I believe this is maybe Israel behind it, because who's going to do it? The same what happened. You remember when the German they decided to make a pipeline with the with Russia, Ukrainian they sent just two divers from their special forces. They went down, they destroyed the pipe. Boom, the pipe is gone. Cost them God knows how many, hundreds of billions of dollars to run it in the sea. Took them 2 minutes to destroy it. All right. So those things were never successful unless they go through secure land, and those lands are not secure. So I don't think those things will work. You see, Arab by nature, Muslim by nature, they hate each other. If this guy make a speech and that guy he angry from this speech, he cut your pipeline. Just a speech. Those are Arab. Like now, if you check who's a friend to who, Emirat, they hate Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia hate Emirat. Hate Qatar. Qatar hates Emirat. Qatar hate Bahrain. Bahrain hate Qatar. Yemen hates Saudi Arabia. Oman is more close to Iran. Emirat hate Oman. I mean, everybody hate everybody. If you go in the other countries, like you go to Egypt, Egypt against Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt, the enemy of Egypt is Qatar. Qatar hate Emirat because Emirat supporting Egypt, because Egypt is against Muslim Brotherhood. Qatar support a group in Libya. The enemy to this group supported by Egypt and Emirat. Emirat support a group in Yemen. Saudi Arabia support the enemy of this group in Yemen. What about we go to Sudan? Sudan is sponsored, one group sponsored by Russia, by Emirat. Russia and Emirat always line together. The other part, the army, is sponsored by Qatar and other groups. So they fight each other by sponsoring terrorists. This is what the Arab are about. Same in Libya. One group supported by Qatar, the other group and Turkey, the other group supported by. Right now, by the way, Turkish they have a base in Libya. Erdogan now is proud saying that we have more than 26 army bases outside Turkey. They have bases in Africa, they have bases in Qatar, they have in many places. So Turkey, they are trying to control the Mediterranean. They made Libya sign an agreement so they can pass by the control of the water of Cyprus. So they can control this water, say this is our water. Egypt hate Turkey, so they went to Israel and they signed with Cyprus and agrees a different deal. So you see, all those countries, they call themselves Muslims, but they hate each other. Right now, as we speak, Egypt is buying oil and gas from Israel, especially natural gas, like the one you use for cooking or etc. Syria, just to show you how hypocrite the Arab, the Syrian, they are buying oil or gas from Jordan, but Jordan buy it from Israel. So they will say, we are not buying from Israel, we are buying from Jordan. And Jordan buy it from Israel. So this is how the Arab is, you know. They're like a group of uh, 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 they have an infestation of hatred between each other and the enmity, and every regime, you know, like plot against the other regime. This is why, for me, I don't believe those people will ever be united. However, Israel, what's happening now with the Trump is a very serious warning to Israel. The Israelis should prepare themselves for Armageddon Day, where America is not your friend. Europe is not your friend anymore. In fact, look what Judy, Mrs. Judy, she said. She said the only friend for Israel now, the only leader in the world who like Israel is Trump. You see, he did not say me. He said only Trump. He says that Trump, the only world leader who still like Israel. So Israel should prepare themselves for a massive war. A war might come and America support the enemy of Israel. I will not be surprised. In fact, Trump, as soon Israel the attack in Qatar to kill terrorist leaders, what did Trump he did in response? He signed a defense agreement with Qatar. Right now, as we speak, we have a defense agreement with Qatar, which means anyone attack Qatar, our kids in America have to defend Qatar. Can you believe it? This is what Trump he did. And right away he called Netanyahu. That's why I don't respect Netanyahu. He's like a puppy, you know, because Trump, he's holding Netanyahu from his tail. Trump, he told him, I will not let them take you to jail because he's corrupt. He need him. This is why it is time for the wicked Netanyahu to go. He is not a good leader, and he never was. Um, when I say Armageddon, I'm not talking biblically. I'm saying like like when things go wrong. I'm not saying that this is the biblical word. I'm saying when things, I mean, obviously your enemy is getting bigger and bigger, and they are totally in hatred against you, and your friends are not your friends no more. All right, and Israel, they have to be ready. Like now, what if Israel attack Iran or attack Hezbollah? What Trump would do? Seriously, what he would do? Obviously, he's siding with Iran now. It's obvious. He will do way more than what Joe Biden did. He will stop giving them weapon, ammunition, and this is why the Israeli they have to change their supply line. They have to have enough sustain weapon, ammunition made by them, supplied by them, manufactured by them. They should buy nothing from abroad because any enemy have a friend with your friend. He give him money like Trump. He will cut your supply in the time of necessity. Which means when you are dying, Trump, he might say, I'm not going to give you a bullet to defend yourself. All right? And I say to any nation, uh, you know, any nation, they trust any other nation to protect them. They are a bunch of fools. Right now, I'm sitting in my home. The police is good. The police where I live, they are very good. They're very fast, actually. But by the time the police they come here, I will be dead if somebody attack me. Correct? So to say the police they will not take side with the criminal. They are very good police. But by the time the neighbor will tell them, "Hey, we heard shooting. Where? Give me the address. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, we are going to send the unit." The time they come here, they will take pictures of me dead, and they will put my picture in a file and say deceased. Thank you very much. I will not trust the police to protect them, even if they are good. I will be ready for if somebody came to me. I have my guns, I have my bullets. A nation who trusts others to defend them. Look what happened with Armenia. The stupid Armenian, they trusted Putin. Turkey and Azerbaijan, they invade, they killed thousands of Armenians. Putin did not even allow them to use the S-300, which he charged them arm and legs to buy it. He forced them to buy it. But the day they need it, he forbid them from using it. And now the Armenian, they decide to go toward Europe. And because they are stupid, they think that Europe will protect them. The same mistake they did by thinking that Russia will protect them. Nobody will protect you. You can make as many friends as you want, but none of them is your friend in the time of war. They can give you gas, they can give you assistance, they can give you food, they can donate to you, but you defend yourself. Who defend Ukraine? Nobody. You know, before the war, I was in Ukraine. The NATO was there. I have videos. I recorded video with the, with the Marines. I stopped. I talked to them. I told them I'm from USA. I told them I served in the army too. I was in the army. So we have even video. Putin, he prepared to attack. The NATO is out. Every single European embassy, including the American embassy, is out. Joe Biden went in TV, says, let us make it clear. You can check the video. Let us make it clear. Whatever happened in Ukraine will not get involved. Whatever happened. So they made those Ukrainians believe that they are safe. The NATO was here. The NATO, the NATO put their tail between their legs and they run. And the Ukrainian paid the price. Almost, actually, they took that capital. Why? Because they trusted the American. The Ukrainian, they signed a deal with America and Russia to give their nukes. They have nukes. This is stupid government at that time. Imagine they have nukes enough to destroy every country in the earth. They gave them a few $100 million because the country is so poor, they are bankrupt. And they gave up their nukes. An American, they sign, says, we promise to protect Ukraine. And Russia, they sign too. And then Trump, he says, we have nothing to do with this war. You do. You took their nukes and you promised them security. So who in the world want to trust America or Russia or China or Japan for your own security? If you do, you are a donkey. Literally, if you do trust them, you are a donkey. What if China now attack Taiwan? Do you think really Trump will go to war with China? No. The only reason China is not attacking because they knew Taiwan is not an easy bite. They knew that is going to make a big destruction for the economy. It's not going to be like an easy trip, especially with the drones and the technology. Things is not like before. A country of 10 million is not the same as before. Like we are 1 billion, they are 10 million. For sure, we can smash them in 2 minutes. The story is not like this anymore. The Russians, they were winning the war because they are way more population. They have a better airplane, better supply, better missiles. Now the Ukrainians are hunting them by drone, will cost them $500. They hunt them, watch the videos. They are hunting the soldiers. Many of them, they are bringing them from Brazil, from Africa, from Islamic country, from Iraq, or from Syria, from whatever poor country they can recruit. They put them in the front line to die. And the Ukrainians, they are sitting behind the toy machine hunting them. So even Putin, with all his massive army, 2 million army, his army is 2 million, yet he is unable to accomplish his mission after 4 years. Imagine Putin and his army almost were 1 kilometer away from the capital of Ukraine. Almost they took the country. What happened? What happened is very simple. The Ukrainian, they noticed, they learned their lesson that America, they lied to them. Germany, France, England, everybody, a big fat liar. They let us die. They let us for our destiny. Let Putin smash you. But those people decide to fight. And then the European, they noticed, oh, look, those Ukrainians, we thought they will, Putin will, I mean, I saw many interview by American so-called general. They says Putin will take them in a few hours. Few hours. Oh, no, no, no. There's no way, no way. And actually, even a year after, still they say same. Even 2 years after, still they say same. After 3 years, still those wicked generals, they keep, they hate Ukraine. I don't know why. And I don't know today if you watch what happened in Moscow. The wicked Putin, just 2 days ago, anyone saw the churches he burned? More than a 1,000-year-old church. The filthy Putin, he burned it. I went to this church, very beautiful church. Putin now, because he's so desperate, he's attacking everything he say. Apartment, houses, anything, anything, whatever the thing is. Anything will hurt. The Ukrainian, they are attacking refinery, strategic positions. I believe strongly, actually, that Putin was trying to make them attack the same so he can get support from the public. Look at the church. This is more than 1,000-year-old church. Few months ago, he destroyed another church in Odessa. Very incredible, powerful, beautiful church. Massive cathedral. And then Putin, every Sunday he go on TV and he draw the cross in his face and he is praying in front of an icon of Mary. He's a very good Christian. Yet he sent an army of Muslims from Chechnya to rape Ukrainian women. The point I'm trying to say to you, those people, because they trusted America and they trusted Russia, and go check the contract. The agreement they signed is in, you can search for it right now. The one who signed it, it was Russia and USA. That Ukraine will be protected and they provide security to Ukraine in return of giving up their nukes. If Ukraine never give up their nukes, Putin will not dare to attack them. Right? And today, I woke up in the morning, I saw how the Ukrainian, they return the fire to Putin. They don't attack apartment building. They are not savage criminal like the filthy Putin. They burn his refinery in the heart of Moscow. In fact, I saw, look at this one here actually. This is astonishing. Do you see this thing here? This is a massive roof. I mean, do you see the building? Look at the building here. This is a building. Look how big this, you can tell the size, you know what I mean? It's way bigger than a building. The explosion pushed the roof, which is made from a very heavy steel, like maybe 200, 300 meters in the sky. The Ukrainian did not wait for the Western countries. Even when America, they gave them weapon, they told them you cannot use it against Russia. Imagine. So all those years, Ukrainians just defend inside their land. Finally, when the Ukrainian, they made their own weapon, they can go there. This is their weapon. America never allowed them to use the weapon against Russia. They say only in the occupied territory. So Putin is like, did you see the video when those Muslims, they attack, what's his name? This young Christian, Bob, the young Bob. If you watch the video, a bunch of people there, they hold him from his hands. And they claim that they are good ones, right? But they hold you so you cannot beat back. And the Muslim, they can beat you up like I'm a good guy, So I hold you, all right? Supposedly I'm trying to stop the fight. But I hold you from your both hands so your enemy can hit you and you cannot hit back. This is what America did to Ukraine. This is what Europe did to Ukraine. They gave them weapon they cannot use. And now because they made their own weapon, they are going all the way to Moscow. And now how Putin will respond? He will send a massive amount of missiles to attack apartment buildings, shopping centers. In fact, I believe he's trying his best to make them attack civilians so he can cover up his shame and he can get some support from the public that we have to continue. See, look what they did to our civilians. He's trying to drag them down to be savage like him. Very evil person. The point I'm trying to say, Israel, they should not trust America ever for their security. You have no friends. And when J.D. Vance, he say this, trust me, it's true. Even Trump don't like you. Trump is just doing business. Trump, he find a different partner better than you, he will partner with them against you. Those people, they have no friends. Those people, they worship money. Ethic is not part of their dictionary. Like today, Michelle Obama and Obama, they opened their center and the people, they were crying, crying. I mean, look, just they fool the people. They are living in a golden palace, hundreds of millions. The center cost $850 million to build a building for Obama. 850 million, and black people, they are sleeping in the street. But Obama, he care for you. And Obama, he sit behind a wall from a glass. And he live in a very nice palace with a lot of security. And money coming, it's a foundation of hope. I mean, look at the scam. Every one of those so-called presidents, he make his own foundation. It's just to make it legitimate bribe. It's a non-profit. I get nothing from my pocket, okay? It's non-profit. We know the game, don't we? So Israel should forget about America as a friend and should be ready for the wicked days to come. And I assure Israel that time will come and America will side with the Muslims against them. I'm not saying America us. I'm saying American government. You will see. This is Putin attacking Kiev. Look at this. Look at this. The wicked man. Apartment buildings. Children's, women die. Who care? Me, myself, I record an attack by my own hand. You can watch it on my channel. I was able to record actually because I was on a high floor, and this is the first time I was able to see it. Otherwise, every day he was sharing, but I hear it, but I don't see around me. You know, some of them even they shake the building, which means very close. But I wasn't staying in a higher building to see. I see smoke. I hear the bombing. But you know, when I'm renting, I moved to different apartment. It was high floor. I was able to record. This is the target of Putin, and this is what will happen to Israel. Trust me, they will try their best to erase you, and they will never hesitate to use chemical weapon, not only nuke. They would love to do it. So the Israeli have to be ready. Trusting America is like trusting a ghost. Look at this. Putin is attacking Ukraine. You think, what is there? Apartment building. Victory to Russia now. Even like small, tiny houses, like those are old houses. You know, people they are poor. I saw farmers. I mean, very very sad. You know, like they have their chicken. They have. I mean, the missile he sent to destroy their house can build the whole street. This is where Putin he attacked. In order to push them to agree with him, he is attacking houses, apartment, shopping centers, anything. Very wicked man. And I believe that this will happen to Israel soon again. Israeli, they have to switch everything. They should not take any supply anymore from USA. Israeli should be independent in building their own airplane because American, I believe, they will put them under sanctions very soon. I will not be surprised if Trump, in a few months from now, if Israel did not agree with him in this agreement, which he's trying to enforce on them, he will put sanctions on them. Just wait. Yeah. He will not put sanctions on Qatar who support Hamas. He will put not sanction on Turkey. In fact, he armed Turkey. But he will put sanction on Israel. You know, when this filthy woman cow dance, she said, a change happening in America. And that's why she switched. She's a businesswoman. She did. She asked herself, look at this. And look here, by the way, is using phosphor. You see the phosphor? This is phosphor. This is war crime weapon. Those they burn. You know, they cause a massive casualty. So she said that change is happy in America. What she was talking about? Everybody hate Israel. I will join. This is a shopping mall in Kiev. He burned it. Shopping mall. What is a shopping mall? Huh? Victory. He could not make victory in the field. He burned your house. And this is will happen to Israel soon. Because all they will gather around against Israel. Trump will join them. Because Trump, he believed that Israel is rebelling against him. You cannot do that to Trump. He is a supreme God. He's God. I'm the smartest. You cannot say no to me. I'm Trump, you know? Like even like he entered this G7. Do you know what anyone saw what he said? He entered the G7. He says, I'm the boss. I mean, this guy is just like a kid. I'm serious. He entered. He said, I'm the boss. It's like a teenage, immature. I saw that title. I thought maybe he is. I mean, somebody saying he is the boss. Like it's like because he's acting like one. No, no. He went inside, and yes, he stood in the middle like a mental idiot, and he said, "I'm the boss."
I'm the boss.
What you can say? What is that? I'm the boss, and everybody was laughing. How mature is that? I don't know. This is just I'm the boss. It's like a kid. Like the kid. Yeah, well, you are the boss. Yeah, no problem. And you are America. America is the most powerful country, etc. But you don't do that. Stay humble. I'm the boss. I suppose he's joking, by the way. So Israeli have to be ready. However, I believe that Trump will receive a very big screwdriver from Iran. He will accomplish nothing with them. And again, remind me if I'm wrong. I will be. I will say I'm wrong. I will admit. Huh? So how you think is going to take for Iran to give up their weapon, their nuke? Sorry, a rich uranium. Let me know in the comment. 2 months? I don't think so. 3 months? I don't think so. 6 months? I don't think so. Take it from me. The new year will come. Today we are what? We are June 18. Huh? The year will almost end, and the election, and it's still Trump. He did not get anything from them. They will kill time. They will waste time. They knew the election is getting closer. He will not dare to attack war again. He will not dare to increase the price of oil again. They knew what they are doing. And this guy is just a dumb, stupid idiot. He think he is playing them, but they are playing him. And again, I hope I'm wrong. We have to wait and see. All right. Time will tell. Correct? Time will tell. And time change everything. And this is what the Iranian they are hoping for. That the time will come and this guy will not be able, if election came and Trump he lost the Congress and he lost the Senate, that's it. This guy he can do nothing to Iran. So his golden opportunity is gone. And he will look like a fool. And the Iranian will withdraw from any agreement they were negotiating, not agreement they signed. They are just killing time. All right. And this is what I believe. Again, if I'm wrong, let me know. Put in the comment. I will keep this video. All right. Usually I don't keep videos about politics, but I will keep it so you can check it out when time come and say this guy was so wrong, or you say this guy was so right. But I would like you to share with me your comment and tell me if you agree or not, because then people will see that you were right and I'm wrong if you don't agree. All right. Because I don't see any reason for Iran to agree, really, except they are desperate for money. And they can do that, they can get it without giving Trump anything. By keeping negotiating for a long time, they will fill up their storages, and time will come and Trump will never be able to attack. Then the only enemy left for them is going to be Israel. And Israel have to be ready for the coming days. Uh, because I believe Turkey is preparing for war with Israel. In fact, Turkey and Egypt, they were practicing war game together. If you look at the map, I mean, you do not need to be genius to notice that this is obviously something fishy they are preparing for. Turkey and Egypt supposedly they are not friends because Turkey support Muslim Brotherhood and Egypt is against them. However, both of them they have one enemy, the Jews. And Turkey right now have borders with Israel. Since the Syrian regime changed and Al Qaeda, the friend of the family of Trump, now they are taken over. Actually, Erdogan, he said, today we have Turkey. He said, I can show you the video. He said, Israel should remember that now we have borders with Israel. We are not here no more. We are here. We are 500 meters away from the Israeli border. And you know, the Turkish army is not a joke. And Erdogan is building a massive manufacturing power, drones. It's not a secret. If you go and check Turkey army, display, just was like, I think like last month, Turkey announced that they have now missiles can reach 6,000 kilometers. They will hit who by 6,000 kilometers? They have a drones, they can fly up to 12 hours and more. And they are very high technology drones. Who is Turkey preparing to attack? Hmm? We know who. You do not need to be genius to know, right? They are making their own. For sure, they are using American technology and other technology. But still, that will not change the fact that they are building a massive armed force, preparing for something. For sure, we knew that they are the enemy of Greece, right? But Israel is even more hated by them. A lot of things happening. And sadly, Trump is siding with our enemies these days. He sided with Qatar, he sided with Turkey, he sided with everyone who hate America and hate Israel. So we elected him. Still, he is better than, I mean, the Democrat, they side too. But we thought of him to be different. He turned to be the same. Easy to be bought. He is for sale and he is in auction. Whoever pay more, he get the service. I hope he will wake up. I hope God will push him to wake up. He is getting older, getting sick, I can tell. He better repent. Otherwise, I think God will punish whoever go against Israel. All right? And never be proud of your wealth. Your wealth never stay. Nobody will take his money with him. You spend all your life collecting money. What a Trump he would do with all this money? They have money enough for their family for the coming, if they live for the coming 3,000 years. Still they want to make more. But when you are greedy, you never have enough. Until they put some dust in your mouth and they bury you. And you know what is sad is that those wicked people, they keep collecting money until the last day of their life, but they never enjoy their life. Because all their life is about money. Right? Still, After all the bad things about him we are talking about, he is way better than Obama and the garbage Biden and Kamala Harris. Imagine if Kamala Harris now the president. You see all the negative I said about Trump, still he is a billion times better than those dummy stupid people. In fact, if you ask me today, we have Kamala and Trump. Which one you vote? I would say Trump. With all the negative we mentioned about him, his family, loving money, blah, blah, blah. All of this, still, he is better than them. You know? And this is why we have to be honest when we speak about someone. He closed the borders. That's good. Very good. You know? He's kicking out the fraud, etc. Many good things he have done. But with this topic, he was horribly mistaken and wrong. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe there is something we do not know. Maybe I'm wrong. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. Sometime in life, you think someone will help you. Like you have, let us say, expectation of this person, high expectation. And you look at someone else, you say, ah, this guy, no, nobody. He cannot do anything to me. And then things switch. The one who can do nothing to you is the one who can help you. And the one who you thought he can help you is the one who did not. Isn't it this what happened with Ukraine now? The whole world look at them down. Do you remember the wicked Moody? You know Moody? You remember Moody the wicked? Huh? Supporting Russia war against Ukraine. Now Moody, he's kissing the ass of Ukraine. He wants their technology. See, when you are strong, how things can change. When Ukraine was weak, everybody spit at them. The Zelensky, they kick him out from the White House. When the world noticed that Ukraine is strong, look what they are doing. Look at the weapon they are making. In fact, they want to make Patriot in Ukraine. They can make it way faster than the one is made in USA. Amazing. They ask Trump to give them license to do it. Those are Ukrainian. Those are not Somalia. And look at the wicked Moody. Yesterday he was supporting their enemies, and now they are kissing the ass of Ukrainian. Too much love. You know. Yesterday we were, you know, saying to Putin, "Yeah, kill them." You know, you are right. Today we give you a hug. Welcome to India. No. I mean, look at guys, look at this. I better not to say any comment anymore. This is really wicked, isn't it? This is really wicked. I mean, this too much love, isn't it? Isn't it? It's too much love, yeah. Like, you know, kiss him, yeah. You know, like, I mean, just yeah, mouth to mouth kiss, yeah, French kiss. And now Moody, you know, he love Ukraine. You know, he want to support Ukraine. Please help us. We want, you know, we have a war with Pakistan. Okay, we need your, you know, technology. Can you teach us how to do things? So Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar, Egypt, Germany, Poland. I mean, every country in Europe, they want to sign deals with Ukraine. From a country nobody want them. We hate them. Ukrainian. No, 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 no. Don't bring them to a country everybody is kissing their ass. And not only that, they are saying now that Ukrainian army is the most powerful army in Europe. Search it. And now, if you remember before, Ukraine was big in Europe. Please take us in European Union. No, 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 no. Ukrainian, we will not let you get in. Now they are kissing their ass to join European Union. because they need their army. They felt insecure. They noticed that this country is not a joke. I mean, this is Russia. The Russia who made them have pee-pee in their pants cannot win the war against them after 4 years. So what I'm trying to say to you, this is how the wicked mankind treat you. When you are strong, everybody call you sir. When you are weak, everybody will spit on you. Are you getting it? When Ukraine was weak and the Russian almost took them, everybody denied them, everybody spit on them, everybody made fun of them. When Ukraine is making their own weapon, scaring the hell of everybody, Ukraine became respected country. Those wicked don't respect you because you deserve it. They respect you only if you are strong. It's like when you are rich, everybody call you sir. When you are poor, you are not welcome. Even in visa, when they give you a visa, depend on your country. If your country is rich, you have a visa. You're welcome. If your country is poor, they spit on you. They arrest you. They put you in the cuffs because you're coming from a poor country. It's a fact, isn't it? So smart people learn from history and from their experience. You defend yourself, you arm yourself, you are strong. You don't, you are nobody. Why they fear America? Is that because they respect us? No. But America is scary. Why they fear Putin? Because Putin, he's a nice guy. He just shot, guys, there's a guy, an artist in Poland. Let me search for him. He's a Russian artist. So he drew a character, or like character, whatever they call it. He live in Poland. He is a refugee. They shot him. He dressed weird, you know. He's an artist, you know. We can say he's a crazy, maybe. But he's against Putin war. He exposed him. He draw art, you know. He is a musician. He is an artist. This guy obviously have his. He can be a genius. He sounds like a genius actually, but he look weird in the same time. They killed him just yesterday. Imagine the wicked Putin. He go after such a peaceful man. He never been in the army. He never hurt anybody. He just have a brush. A brush. Exposing that this guy is no Christian. He is just a KGB. He is just a new Stalin. Nothing changed. He was a KGB actually. It's not a lie, right? He was a KGB and he's still a KGB. They sent assassinator to shoot him. Anyone who oppose Putin because he's a real Christian, he end dead. He's a real Christian, right? He go to church. There's many videos of him going to church. But the second you oppose him, they kill you. Imagine you are a dictator who control a massive army, but such a poor man is causing danger to you. Because you know that a poor man like this, he can make a lot of people wake up. and see the reality. So we should kill him before it's too late. And at the same time, when we kill him, we give a lesson to the one who is thinking to expose me. You will be killed too. You want to be killed? You think you are safe in Europe? Putin will send you. Do you remember the guy before who opposed him? He was going to be president. They tried to kill him in poison, by poison, I think in Germany. Then the stupid guy, he decided to go to Moscow. They took him to jail. They killed him there. Other guy who opposed Putin, they killed him by a knife from a guy from Chechnya. And as usual, the one who died, he opposed Putin, but Putin have nothing to do with it, you know. Putin, no way. I mean, but it happened. It happened that if you go against Putin, you end dead. Do you remember the head of this mercenaries, militant criminals? What do you call them? Uh, Wagner, whatever they call Wagner, I think. The guy he opposed Putin 48 hours after he's dead. Anyone, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, you know. And then Zakir Carson, he defend him, you know. Zakir Carson, cow dance. Uh, you know, I cannot forget when this wicked Zakir Carson, he took the stairs in the shopping mall. Anyone remember? He took the stair in the shopping mall, and the cart, brother, when you put it in this, you know, like a skill, like what they call it, the one go up, escalator, whatever you call it. Uh, he was explaining, look, the cart is not coming down. Zakir Carson, he was so impressed that it is going up, but the cart is not pushed down by the graffiti. But this is everywhere in Europe. I mean, everywhere they have, so even in America. And then he went inside a shopping mall to buy grocery, and he want to show us how much $100 make it's cheap, very cheap. But he will not tell you that the Russian, most of them, they don't even make $250. A retired teacher in Russia make 250. So Zakir Carson, he spent $100 showing you how cheap it is. But this is cheap for you, you donkey, not for them. I mean, this is stupidity. And those, the audience in the comment, wow, this is so cheap. I wish I can live in Russia. Oh, go live in Russia, but go and live in Russia with the economy of Russia, the income of Russia, the salary of Russia. When I go to Ukraine, I say it cheap. $7 for 1 kilo of beef. Very cheap. But not for them. People are mental, stupid. It's not cheap. How easy those people there, they make $7. To know how cheap country is, you don't compare it to yours. So if you are Zakir Carson, you have $400 million in your bank account, anything for you is cheap anyway. But to measure what is cheap, check out, you know, the translator who was translating for me in the church. I asked him how much salary you make. He said 275, 300 sometime. $300, 275. Not 500. The whole month. His English teacher. So if this guy go to do shopping and he spend $20 only to buy food, that's a lot of money, right? So the propaganda is very powerful. So Trump now is under a lot of propaganda. J.D. Vance, obviously he hates Israel. Anyone here is not convinced that J.D. Vance hates Israel? Anyone? I believe he hates Israel. He hates Ukraine. I will not be surprised that he mistreat the Ukrainian president because he is a Jew. Seriously, I will not be surprised. Like some people, they don't need to say to you, we hate you because you're a Jew. to see it. You do not need them to write it for you with paper. So Trump is surrounded by people who hate Israel and look like he is leaning in their direction. They are influencing him. This is what the supreme, so-called supreme leader, he said. Khamenei, he says that the agreement we have is just a paper, talking to them do not mean accepting its view. It's just we waste time. Let us waste time with those stupid fool American. Make them believe they have victory. But tomorrow is coming. All right? Tomorrow is coming. 12.99 for a lab for local stock. You are talking about America. The beef in America is very expensive. Last time I posted a picture of a dish in Patreon. This is a picture for a beef I ate when I was in Ukraine. Since I came from Ukraine, I did not eat beef here. Seriously, it's very expensive. You see, in Ukraine, you get 1 kilo for $7. 1 kilo is not 1 pound. Remember how much the beef now, and for sure there's the bent. I get the best beef in Ukraine for $7. It's not just beef. And here you will not even get for like the one have like the nerves and the bad beef. We can't compare. But it still is cheap for me. It's not a cheap for them. So you have to be smart. When we say cheap, you are talking about who? Cheap for Elon Musk is not the same cheap for me. Use your brain. Did you hear Lebanon just strike Israel? Well, Lebanon is not striking. This is Hezbollah. Hezbollah is not Lebanon. Hezbollah is an Iranian. They don't believe that they are Lebanese anyway. Those Hezbollah, the Muslim, they don't believe in nationality. They believe in Islamic identity. All right. So it's not. They don't think they are. This is why their command come from Iran. They are not Lebanese. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in local nationality. That's why their command, all of it, is coming from Iran. Anyway, conclusion. I think Iran is just misleading everybody, is trying to fake negotiation. They are going to kill time, and they will not give what they are claiming to give. They will try to extend the negotiation as much as they can until Trump he cannot take it no more. But by then, Iran will have enough beef. Let us use the word beef inside their storage, enough dollars, enough currency, enough energy, enough preparation, enough getting ready for the coming war. Especially now, they learned firsthand what American can do when they attack. So they are deep, they will dig deeper. They knew exactly where is the strength point of American weapon and where is their weakness, because already we have a war with them. It's not a blind war no more. This is the first time we have a real-time exchange of war. So now they got a great training to be ready for the coming war. So what I say, and I will finish with this, I believe Iran is going to extend negotiation. Right now they are talking about 60 days, count my words. The 60 days become 90, the 90 will become 100, became 120, etc. It's just to kill time, getting rich, and J.D. Vance, he agreed that Tehran, in their negotiating, they will allow Iran to collect money from Hormuz only for the first 60 days. Imagine how stupid Trump is. Only the first 60 days they will not collect fees. So in the day 61, they will start collecting fees. So if every ship go through have to pay $2 million, how many ships they pass by every day? That alone will make them really, really rich. So Trump is making a big poo-poo, in my opinion. Leave your comment and let me know. You don't have to agree with me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, but I don't think so. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And thank you for your support. And leave your comment and tell me what do you think. And time will tell what we did not tell you yet. Time will tell. We pray that we will be at the end of the day victorious. We pray that the Lord, He will open the eyes of the blind, and the stupid politician, they will not be fooled by their arrogance. Because you know what happens when you are arrogant? You go blind. Your enemy can trick you so easy. You think you are so strong, you are so powerful. But you know what? We have a guy, his name is David. He was a teenage. He was short. He's not a giant. He's going to fight a giant, a real giant, extreme giant. The giant, look at David. Look at this kid. This is the one who will fight me? But David the kid, he made the giant shish kebab. So I hope Trump, he don't think about himself too much giant, because you never know. When you are a fool, even if you are a giant, a little David from Israel can knock you down. So you better repent, otherwise you might be knocked down in the coming election. You might lose the Congress. You might lose the senators, because nobody like you no more for being stupid, arrogant, so proud, and money lover. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you soon again. May the Lord bless you. And as always we say, God is good, so is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.